Can you use two print-on-demand providers at the same time in one store? Today, we'll answer that question. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here and we don't know each other, my name's Kerry, and I created this channel to bring you the best strategies, secrets, and hacks to grow your online t-shirt, apparel, or print-on-demand business. And if you enjoyed this content today, I want to ask you to like this video, leave us a comment, and consider subscribing to the channel. We put out brand new videos just like this one every single Tuesday. We'd love to have you become a part of the family. Today, we're going to answer what feels like the age-old question: can you use two print-on-demand providers at the same time in the same store? Believe it or not, I get asked this question multiple times every single week, and it's a great question. I know a lot of people have it, as by the evidence. I've seen it so many times. I've been asked it so many times. So let's dive in. And so the short answer to this question is yes, you can absolutely use two print-on-demand providers at the same time. If you're on something like Shopify, obviously there's a lot of print-on-demand providers. And so that means there's all different pricing, different product selection, quality, all different things. And you might want to use two print-on-demand providers. Now, there are some pros to doing that and some reasons why people want to have two print-on-demand providers. And there are also some cons and some reasons you might not want to have two print-on-demand providers. And at the end of this video, I'm going to also tell you whether I recommend it or whether I don't recommend it and some tips on doing that. First, let's talk about some reasons why you might want to have multiple print-on-demand providers in one store. And the first reason is you might just want to test a lot of different products. If you're running advertising and you're trying to figure out what products you're going to be able to sell. As you know, there are a lot of print-on-demand providers, especially for Shopify, and they all sell different things. Now, most of them are going to sell the common products like t-shirts and hoodies and that kind of thing, mugs, but a lot of them have really unique items like jewelry and tumblers and skateboards. There's a lot of crazy print-on-demand products. And so the first reason is you might just want to test a lot of different products, especially when you're first starting out, you're trying to figure things out. The second reason is you might see a really cool product on a second print-on-demand provider, and you've already got all your products built in your first print-on-demand provider. And so you don't want to transfer all those over. So you just want to add a few products from that second POD provider. The last reason I can think of is that you really love the quality of, say, t-shirts on your current print-on-demand provider and you don't want to switch, but you really love the quality for another product on another print-on-demand provider, and you just want to add those few products into your store. So how does this all work? What happens when a customer orders one item from one POD and another item from another POD? Well, the first thing is they're first going to get a standard order confirmation email, just like any other order, which is going to show all the items they've ordered from your store. Here's where it gets tricky. They're going to have two different tracking numbers, which are going to be received at different times because it depends on when each print-on-demand provider ships out the items. And then they're going to receive the packages at different times because the print-on-demand providers are going to ship them at different times. So it can create a little bit of confusion. Now, here's what might shock you is, in my experience, I have used multiple print-on-demand providers at numerous times throughout my businesses, and it's never really caused an issue. I've had certain customers here and there that might say, well, I received one item, but where's my other item? And I kind of have to explain that we have multiple fulfillment facilities. But most customers actually don't have a problem with it because when they receive that first tracking number in their email, it's going to show what items were fulfilled. So they're already going to know that some items have not been fulfilled yet and will take a little bit longer. So usually with Shopify and with all the emails that go out, the communication is pretty good. And I haven't experienced many issues with customers having a problem with this. So that's kind of the way it flows and what you might run into with having multiple print-on-demand providers. Now, the other reason why you might not want to do this, and what I want you to be aware of if you're considering having multiple print-on-demand providers, is that you as the merchant, as the business, are going to pay double shipping when a customer orders items from both print-on-demand providers in the same order. As you may or may not know, when you sell multiple items through one print-on-demand provider, you're going to get a discounted shipping rate on the second, third, fourth, fifth, and more items. But if a customer orders items from both print-on-demand providers in the same order, you pay double shipping shipping to print on demand A and shipping to print on demand B. And so this causes your cost to really, really go up. So this is a huge con of doing this. Okay, so wrapping this up, is this something I recommend? What is my recommendation and my advice on if you're considering doing this? Well, I don't recommend that you do this if at all possible. And it's really just for that double shipping charge and some of the confusion it might cause with your customer. What I recommend you do is pick a print-on-demand provider that you can grow with, that has a big product selection with products that you may want to offer in the future so that you can grow and continue to use them. And then the second thing is, if you're going to do this, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. But I would recommend sticking with 2. Don't go more than 2. Don't have 3, 4, 5 print-on-demand providers because it gets really sticky. It gets really just all over the place when you start to have more than 2 print-on-demand providers. So real quick, if you can avoid it, I recommend sticking with 1, but I would have a maximum of 2 print-on-demand providers so that you can keep everything clean and orderly throughout your business on the fulfillment side. Hey, if you're looking for a great print-on-demand provider with great pricing, a big product selection, great quality, and tons of amazing features to help you grow your business, I want to invite you to click the link in the description and give Custom Cat a try. I've been using Custom Cat recently, and I've been really impressed with everything they have to offer. Like I mentioned, they have a lot of products that you can offer, a great app, great pricing. They've got a premium plan that gives you discounted rates on their products, which is also really helpful. And one of the things I love the most, and I've been using the most, is their personalization options. With literally just a couple clicks, you can add personalization onto your products, add it into your Shopify store. There's no code you have to do, anything complicated. It's really, really easy and seamless. So again, I want to invite you to use my link in the description. It's going to be the first link down there, and give Custom Cat a try. Have a great week, and we'll see you next Tuesday.